outside of Houston, Texas, sits Sugarland, and we're just a couple of miles down in Rosenberg. They are there for him as he makes his U.S. debut, fighting for the first time out of Germany. He said, "I may not be the biggest puncher, but I believe in my will to win." And he hopes to add another strap to his collection, the first of all four that he hopes will make him the next undisputed champion.
Box 12 rounds. I'm going over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Most of all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
That's what boxing needs. Stop hiding behind the O. Go out there and look for glory. And that's what Vincenzo Gualtieri and Janibek Alimkhanuly are trying to do here in this middleweight title unification. The power of Alimkhanuly in the green trunks trimmed in red against Il Capo, the boxer.
Well, what I did was I threw my pen across the table during the fighter meetings, and he picked it up with his left hand. And I said, "Ah, you're left-handed."
You hear Janibek chants, you hear Il Capo chants as well here in Rosenberg, Texas.
See that lunging right there? Janibek's gonna make him pay. Right there, he took a picture right there of Gualtieri going over his back leg, bringing his back leg forward.
But his power does not compare to Janibek Alimkhanuly. The other thing that Gualtieri tends to do is walk with his hands low, and you're seeing it there. Good defense there from Gualtieri as he get those hands back up as Alimkhanuly was shooting that right, but that jab in the left cross get in.
There it is. Taking his time, he doesn't feel threatened at all. He's bagging up Gualtieri even with his feints. And he doesn't want to get hit cleanly. That's the reason why he's playing defense right now. He wants Janibek to wear down just a little bit so that way he can start working. But Janibek is so good with his range. So good with his range. Takes a half a step back right there to land that left hand.
Round one of this middleweight title unification is in the books. In our fighter meetings, Janibek Alimkhanuly told us, "You haven't seen the best Janibek because I haven't seen the best opponent. None of my opponents have been on my level tonight."
Using that up jab, trying to split the guard of Gualtieri.
You saw the promo for October 28th. The baddest man on the planet, Tyson Fury or Francis Ngannou. One is the lineal heavyweight champion, the other the MMA champion at heavyweight.
Janibek now is looking for that uppercut. He's sitting on that back foot, keeping his head back towards his back foot.
Gualtieri understands his identity as a fighter.
See that uppercut?
Here, but that uppercut from Janibek follows it up with a left to the liver.
Well, what Janibek can do is pick up his jab. Both fighters can pick up their jab. You know, that space in between, there's not much going on. Those are opportunities for you to win that battle, to give your opponent something, get him to worry about something. Then that way you can lead on your counters like that and just lay a trap for him.
Nice body shot from Janibek, straight to the solar plexus.
That was nice right there. I like that right hand and the quick forward shift by Gualtieri to get in the inside and land a few shots. You just can't move one way and be predictable. You know, you can move both ways, but again, it's all about having the right range.
But you mentioned in your lab, Tim, as
yes,
you see that double jab from Alimkhanuly. And that's the challenge that Gualtieri is facing here as round two comes to an end. Top Rank Boxing on ESPN.
But you know what happens though? So you step on the fighter's shoe right there, as you keep seeing Janibek doing. You see the referee's not paying attention to it. Now what happens is if Janibek hits him with a shot, but it's not a clean shot and he goes down, now that's unfair.
That is. There is no instant replay here.
So that was the counter.
It looks like a knockdown, but it actually isn't, and it's counted as one. But Janibek finally lands that left uppercut after doubling up the jab, as Brian Viloria, his new trainer, asked him to do right before round three.
Again, Janibek is staying patient, but now what he's doing is he's countering the counter. So he's getting a flick jab out there.
You don't get to win 300 amateur fights without having boxing skill. And when you have power like Janibek shows there, it gets overlooked.
When he does sell out, that's what Janibek is waiting on. He's waiting on him to sell out and get over aggressive so that way he can catch him with a kill shot.
It's pick your poison against Janibek Alimkhanuly. Do you want to slowly be punished, or do you just want to be sent home quickly?
This might be an actually interesting fight, but for one thing.
Ooh, there's a nice
Gualtieri got to throw
combination.
some punches. There he goes.
I mean, he's trying to be, right now he's trying to survive. He ain't fighting.
Well, Janibek's going to say, I'm going to make sure you don't finish this fight on your feet. We knew Gualtieri does not have the punching power, and when you mention the fact that you got to throw your hands, he's thrown 46 compared to 117 for Janibek Alimkhanuly. That's just not going to cut it.
And right now, you know who's looking like fool's gold right now? Look, you can be a champion, but that doesn't make you a great fighter.
You could see the difference in pedigree. Nice jab from Alimkhanuly, who takes a left from Gualtieri.
Them shots are hard, Bernardo. They're sharp, they're quick, they're accurate, they're on the money, and they sting. See, that's the Cuban style right there. That's what you're seeing from Gualtieri, with those hands down, trying to be elusive, trying to move his head. The Janibek is timing it perfectly with his jab. Oh, he hurt him with that shot. Yeah, because the minute you give Gualtieri confidence, that's when he gets confident, he starts letting his hands go, he starts feeling himself a bit. You know, you never want to let a guy gain confidence and fight his fight. And Janibek is fighting a disciplined fight right now, but I want to see later on in the fight if he can step on the gas a little bit and try to get Gualtieri up out of there.
Alimkhanuly staying disciplined behind that stick. That jab is causing trouble not only under the left eye of Gualtieri, but there's also a slight scrape on the bridge of the nose of Vincenzo Gualtieri.
This is brutal. Like, you being a fighter in the ring, you got two hands just like the other man, and you can't lay a finger on him. You just know that you're out-skilled, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Yeah, you're right. But I didn't have a whole lot of punching power either.
Ooh, that uppercut hurts Gualtieri as he reels back. Alimkhanuly is in finish the fight mode, and that's exactly what he's trying to do here in round number 5. But what a great recovery from Gualtieri.
Trying to clear his head. He was buzzed for a split second. Gualtieri, he's in shape because he's recovered quickly right now, but he's still not out of the woods. Janibek looking to line him up again for a big shot.
That uppercut is a damaging punch from Janibek Alimkhanuly, and so is that right hook to the body.
Did you see that arm go down?
Yep.
That elbow?
Smell the paint, but Janibek is denting the paint.
Beautiful
off
up
of
jab.
Gualtieri.
That's a pull. That's a pull counter right there. With that jab first, step back, boom, swept with the left hook, with the right hook, brought him right near that uppercut. Well, what he said is that he's no longer moving, he's staying there.
I was pretty impressed with Gualtieri being able to recover from that left uppercut because it looked like he was going down, just like he's about to go down now. He protects himself. He almost took a knee.
Gualtieri
That may change tonight, but he's showing the will that he said he had. But this is not the place you want to be against Janibek Alimkhanuly, as referee Fields is just about to step in. The next big shot that Alimkhanuly lands on Gualtieri, I think David Fields will stop this fight. The legs are buckled and no reason to receive any more punishment, as Janibek Alimkhanuly is the unified middleweight champion of the world. Janibek Alimkhanuly knows how to deliver punishment, and he did that tonight against Vincenzo Gualtieri. Top Rank Boxing on ESPN is presented by AutoZone.
For your winner by technical knockout, and now the WBO and IBF middleweight champion of the world,